Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Commodores' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Illinois' offense will go on the attack first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Let's talk for a second about Illinois. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Bring in the heat. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Keeps it on the bootleg. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Duggan. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Commodores offense will have its first possession of the game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Right down the middle. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not...
Touchdown, Illinois! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Commodores are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Snap it to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Duggan. Bulldozes his way through. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Here we go. Gonna run it. It's Duggan. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He'll do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
They try to go draw, but just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and the offense has a negative play.
From the gun on third down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the grab. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Commodores in a good spot here with second and short. They send the tight end in motion. They're going back to the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Line getting set on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice gain to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Might be calling a hot route. Running into the open space. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Caught. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Makes the grab. And the Commodores will have a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Bringing it out. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the ground, it's Duggan. Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll...
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do?
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. At the 45 on its way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. And some room to work. Past the 30. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook, everything I have to use. I like all these.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
The RPO, it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have...
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Ramsey. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Hands it off. Running to Green. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Illinois, after that big gainer, might want to see if that works again. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense, got him at the 27. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete to the left. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Punts it out of the air. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. Hunt is on its way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going over the top. Grabs it inside the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively 1st half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the 2nd half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
They'll try the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Got his man. He'll work his way down to the 28. Illinois lining up quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This one's complete. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards into there.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Grab behind the line. It's Ramsey. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going for 6. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He'll start this drive firing. Might be looking to run. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Going to swing it on second down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on the money. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Duggan. Oh, better look out! Turning it on!
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Ramsey. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's caught. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll run the counter. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
He's got him this time. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They showed great belief in his ability to pick up yardage after the catch there.
Yeah, and you trust your receiver. You run a quick hitch, and you trust that your
breaks into the open. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Now sliding to his left. He'll pull it down. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Duggan. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Duggan. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Illinois right back to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Touchdown, Illini! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Commodores need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got an open man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Slithers into space. There he goes.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Touchdown, Doors! And with that, they move out front fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Sam Houston is currently up big right now. I got to think Huntsville, Texas is ready to party long into the night. They're up by 39 over the Groupers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. Leaves it with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Got his man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Duggan. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, you know, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
Runs for the tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. The quick out. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.